I'm starting this series, and I'm like, let me share my embarrassing moments in Ghana with you guys. And I hope you enjoyed this occasion. You are spraying money, and maybe the MC will be making some comments. Maybe you are throwing too much money, you're spraying too much money, and you'll be like, hey, you know, you're doing well. Hey, see, this person is doing. In my own case, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. If this is your first time here, you are welcome to this amazing family. Please don't forget to subscribe so that you will join us here. Okay, thank you so much to all my subscribers. You guys are amazing. Can you shift? Let me do. Okay, thank you. On today's video, I'm going to share with you guys one of the most, I think this is the most embarrassing moment of my life here in Ghana. Like, oh my God. Let me adjust my wigs. This is going to be an interesting story. Okay, this happened in my daughter's former school. Thank God we are no longer there anyway. So it happened in my daughter's former school during their graduation. Okay. Let me also tell you that everybody in that school, everybody that knows me in that school, they know that I am not a Ghanaian. They know that we are not Ghanaian parents. They know that my child is not a Ghanaian and the rest. Starting from the management. And I also know that there are a lot of Nigerian students, like Nigerian children in that school. So let's move to the story, like the main story of today. It was their graduation that day, and we came to honor the invitation. We are invited, of course, we came. And then something happened. When I remember this story, I'm like, oh my God, such a day, such a day. So it happened that day, they decided that they won't be speaking English. So the introduction, everything, the ceremony happened to be in Twi. If you are here and you don't know what is Twi, Twi is a Ghanaian language. Like almost all Ghanaians understand Twi, yeah, except for a few people. So on that day, I was just like, I don't know, I don't even know how to categorize. Wait, Jesus, I don't even know what category of human or what category of person I should put myself, state I should put, I don't know the state I should put myself in, but that day was I was at my lowest. Like that day is like, these people have like done the worst thing they could have ever done. So we came, I was the only one that represented. I came, I had my seat, I was sitting down, and the MC started. The only English that you can hear is maybe when they were making some sentences and they have to add some English and the rest. Or maybe when they are calling students names, students that have English name and the rest of them. And so just few things that have to do with English. The rest is cheap. And I don't understand this. Like, I don't understand everything they were saying. So it was so embarrassing that day. I was just looking. I felt I haven't been like, I haven't felt the most embarrassed. I was just like this, looking at them. The presentation, they will call them, they come and present. Okay, some of the children, they were presenting, of course, yeah, because my daughter presented something in English. And yeah, so these are where you can hear English. So they will call the children's name. It was so embarrassing. I didn't know what was happening. Even when they called the graduating students' parents, when they were calling them, I didn't even know until I have to tap a parent that was sitting beside me. One man sitting beside me. I think he had his children are graduating too. We are graduating too. So I tapped him and I was like, what did the MC, what were they saying? So he was the one that told me they are calling on the graduating students' parents to come up the stage, because me, I can see my daughter there, so I know something is, is happening. I don't want to miss this one, because I know if it's about calling the graduating parents, the graduating children's parents to come up, have to do with me because I'm here for it. So I tapped him and I was like, what is happening? He told me that they're calling us up to the stage to come and support our children. So I got there. I think I saw parents standing beside their children. So I went and stood beside mine too. So every other thing that happened on that stage, I don't know. I didn't know what happened there. All I know is that I was just standing there. I didn't know if they should say move, I don't know. I was just standing there. So it got to a point where I think later, it's actually later that I understand that what the man said was, the MC of the occasion, he was like, okay, you should support your child by spraying money on them. So it got to the point whereby you are supposed to support your child, like spray your child money and all of that. And I didn't know what was happening. Then I see other people bringing out money to spray. I also have to bring money out and support my child. I didn't know what was happening. So, you know how you are spraying money when you are in an occasion, you are spraying money, and maybe the MC will be making some comments. Maybe you are throwing too much money, you're spraying too much money, and you'll be like, hey, you're doing well. Hey, see, this person is doing. In my own case, I didn't know what he was saying. I didn't know if he said you did not spray too much money or you don't spray too much money, but I know he was saying something. And then I heard people laugh. It was so embarrassing. I don't know if they were laughing at me. Like, I don't know if they were laughing at me that, hey, how can you spray this more money on her, or look at the way you're spraying the money, or I don't know what he said. All I know is he said something and people started laughing, and I sprayed the money and I left. These people, the most embarrassing, like, I felt so embarrassed that day. I felt so embarrassed, and I was angry with them in a way that these people know that their school is not just for Ghanaians, and even if it's just for Ghanaians, you have some people there who some parents you have interacted with. In my own case, like, I feel, if you ask me, I'll be like, they should have at least tell the MC, okay, you can just be, you know how you are speaking to you just adding small English and all of that, but this one, using it for the whole program, it was something else. I feel they would have done better, like something to help or encourage the other parents, or make the other parents who are not Ghanaians understand that you are one of us, or at least, I know a lot of parents there, it might be maybe a Nigerian who marries a Ghanaian, and so it won't be so difficult for them because, of course, they are hearing or understanding what was happening. But for my own case, I didn't go with my husband, and it would have been easier if my husband was there because he understands. But I was just there alone. I wasn't understanding shit. Like, at a point I was like, if not that this girl is graduating and she's wearing this gown, I'll just go there and tell her, let's go. Like, it got to that point because it was so embarrassing. Like, I felt so uninvited, like, you unnoticed. Like, I don't know the kind of accurate word to use, but I felt ignored, unvalued. You are not valued. You are not supposed to be here. It's about our thing. It's that kind of thing, I felt so bad about it. It hurts me. Like, when I remember that story, I feel so bad. So at the end of the program, when we came downstairs, I tapped one of the teachers and I was like, I did not hear what happened today. You people decided to do this to me today. She was like, oh, but why did she put it again? He said, oh, but you were there. Oh, he said, oh, but you were there at the stage or something. She didn't even make any comments about what I was telling her about. So I'm sharing this series about my embarrassing moments in Ghana. So this is just one of it, and it's caused by language barrier. This is because I wasn't understanding Chi at that point. Even at this point I'm talking to you, I don't still understand Chi perfectly, but not to the extent of you do some things and I will not know what you are doing or what you're talking about. See, when you don't understand the language, you are like, I'm sorry, but you are like a fool, like a mugu, a mumu to that language, like people will be discussing something about you with you, like with you in their midst, and you still don't know what is happening. People can say, we are coming, we are going to kill her today. You're just there, you're in the middle, like you are there with them, but you don't know what is happening. So I feel like language barrier is one of the most, like, the worst thing that can happen to someone, because you don't understand. If they're saying kill, if they're accusing you of something, and these people who are accusing you don't understand the language that you understand, that don't speak the language that you understand, you'll be killed, because you'll be there saying, I'm not the one, I'm not the one, and they are there speaking in your language, you're the one. They'll just kill you. And again, I have, like, language barrier have dealt with me here. But yeah, I'm starting this series, and I'm like, let me share my embarrassing moments in Ghana with you guys. And I hope you enjoyed this one. In case if you are one of those people that did that to me in that school, I've forgiven all of you, although we are no longer in that school, and this is not due to this. No, something else happened that we had to leave. Yeah. So in case you're in that school and you are watching and you are like, oh, this is why you picked your daughter, or this is why she's no longer there. No, this is not why she's no longer there. We have some other things that happened that made us put her out from that school. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be doing this series, as in I'm going to be sharing this series, my embarrassing moment in Ghana. So this is just the first episode or the second episode. So I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for watching this video. I'm going to see you guys on my next one. I love you all. Bye. Goodbye. That's all I need. There's no one of us.